One man's words. One child's truth. Two stories that tore the Brown family apart. Kody Brown's infamous big mouth caused chaos among strangers on special forces. But back home, that same mouth and his silence wounded the people who mattered most, his children. Tonight, we connect the dots between two explosive moments that reveal the truth about America's most controversial polygamist father. Was Kody's downfall written not in what he did, but in what he said and didn't say? For years, Sister Wives has captured America's attention. The wives, the kids, the rivalries. But as the show enters its most emotional chapters, fans are left asking, is Kody's pattern of arrogance and detachment now impossible to ignore? To understand, we must step back. To see how Kody's behavior, whether on national television, in survival drills, or in his own living room, paints a portrait of a man whose words cut deeper than he realizes. First, we go to the battlefield, Special Forces.
I got excited. It was like, it felt like a purpose in a way. I needed a reason, something driving me to get in shape. Yeah. And I loved it.
And how did you train? I feel like you must have trained a lot.
What happens when reality TV's most controversial husband trades the safety of his living room confessionals for the battlefield of Special Forces? Now, we uncover how one careless confession by Sister Wives Kody Brown unleashed a storm of drama, distrust, and backlash that nobody, least of all Kody, saw coming. Fans already know Kody's big mouth caused chaos inside his plural family. But on Special Forces? It wasn't just his wives walking away, it was his teammates too. For years, TLC's Sister Wives built Kody into reality TV's ultimate anti-hero, a man juggling 4 wives, endless drama, and a growing reputation for arrogance. But away from the cameras of Flagstaff, Kody tried to prove himself in an entirely different arena, Fox's grueling Special Forces survival competition. What began as a redemption story quickly spiraled into a public relations disaster. In a rare interview, Kody admitted it himself, quote, "My big mouth caused conflict with a Special Forces cast." But what really happened inside those walls? And why did his words trigger such fierce reactions from co-stars, fans, and even his own family watching at home? To understand the fallout, we must rewind. Special Forces wasn't just another reality show. It was designed to break celebrities down, to strip them of ego, and test their loyalty under pressure. But for Kody Brown, ego has always been both his weapon and his weakness. From the very first day, whispers spread among the cast. Kody wasn't taking orders. He was giving them. Sources close to production say tensions flared when Kody tried to coach his teammates instead of listening. Some contestants found his behavior overbearing. Others called it toxic. By week 2, what started as personality clashes turned into open conflict. During one intense drill, Kody reportedly made cutting remarks that rubbed castmates the wrong way. His big mouth, as he later admitted, didn't just cause friction, it became the storyline. And in a shocking twist, producers leaned into it, highlighting Kody's inability to stay quiet. Fans at home were divided. Some saw Kody as brave for putting himself through the grueling test. Others accused him of using Special Forces as a publicity stunt, desperate to rebuild his crumbling image after losing 3 of his wives on national TV. But the emotional bombshell came when Kody himself broke down, admitting he felt misunderstood, judged, and abandoned. In a rare moment of vulnerability, Kody confessed the same wounds that drove his family apart were resurfacing here. For women across America, watching him try to lead yet fail to connect wasn't just entertainment, it was déjà vu. The climax came in a heated challenge where Kody's words once again got the best of him. Teammates confronted him head-on. Instead of stepping back, Kody doubled down. The man who once ruled 4 households suddenly found himself with no allies. And then the twist nobody expected, Kody admitted it. He told cameras, "My big mouth caused this." For once, he owned the chaos. But here's the question. Was this confession sincere or a strategy? Experts in reality TV strategy argue that, by admitting fault, Kody wasn't just being honest. He was controlling the narrative. By labeling himself the problem, he reframed the backlash into a storyline of redemption. But fans weren't buying it. Across Reddit, Twitter, and Facebook groups, the backlash was fierce. Many viewers accused Kody of playing the victim yet again. Quote after quote poured in, "He hasn't changed. He just wants sympathy." Others declared, the Special Forces cast saw what his wives saw. In the end, Kody's attempt to reinvent himself only deepened his reputation as reality TV's most polarizing figure. Instead of winning over America, his big mouth reminded millions why they tuned in to Sister Wives in the first place, not to see growth, but to witness the fallout of unchecked ego. So what does this all mean for the future of Sister Wives, for Kody Brown, and for the millions of fans who've invested over a decade into his story? Was Special Forces his chance at redemption, or proof that some men never change? The debate is far from over, and we want to hear from you. Do you believe Kody's confession was genuine or just another manipulation tactic? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into Sister Wives, celebrity scandals, and reality TV's biggest drama, smash that like button and turn on notifications, because the next chapter of Kody Brown's story is just beginning. Part 2. When Leon Brown bravely came out on Sister Wives, the world witnessed a raw, emotional turning point. One moment stood out: Robyn's genuine support, her willingness to help the family process the news. But behind that warmth, another story emerged: Kody Brown's cold rejection and growing distance from his children. This wasn't just about Leon's identity. It exposed a much deeper fracture in the Brown family, one that cameras couldn't always capture. Now, we peel back the layers of one of the most emotional episodes in Sister Wives history. Was Robyn truly the supportive ally she appeared to be? And did Kody's rejection signal the final unraveling of his family legacy? For over a decade, Sister Wives gave us drama over jealousy, finances, and loyalty. But Leon's coming out? It wasn't just another family argument. It was a moment of truth that redefined how fans saw the Browns and revealed who was truly there for the kids. The question isn't just who supported Leon, but who didn't. To understand the impact, we have to look closely at the contrast. On camera, Robyn leaned in with empathy. She reassured Leon. She spoke softly to help siblings and Sister Wives process the news. For fans, it was one of her most human moments. But off camera, stories began to circulate that told a different tale. While Robyn showed support, Kody's reaction or lack of it stunned fans. He kept a distance, avoided deep conversations, and seemed emotionally detached. It wasn't just Leon. Many children felt their father slipping further away. This raised painful questions. Was Kody incapable of embracing Leon's truth? Or was this a symptom of a much larger pattern of neglect? The internet exploded. Fans dissected every frame of Kody's body language, searching for clues. Reddit threads and Facebook groups lit up with theories. Was Robin masking Kody's indifference? Was the show editing his rejection to protect his image? Or was this the true Kody, unable to connect with his kids when it mattered most? As the drama unfolded, one truth became undeniable. Leon's courage exposed not just their personal journey, but the fractures that were already tearing the Brown family apart. And when Christine, Janelle, and Meri weighed in later, the silence from Kody was deafening. This wasn't just a storyline. For millions of fans, especially mothers and grandmothers watching, the moment struck a nerve. How could a parent turn away at the very moment their child needed them most? The climax came not in the episode itself, but in the fan reaction afterward. Viewers praised Robin for her compassion. But the louder voice, outrage at Kody. Hashtags trended, calling him detached, cold, and a father in name only. And then the twist. Reports surfaced that Kody barely speaks to several of his older kids, not just Leon. What fans saw wasn't a one-time reaction. It was a pattern. Analysts of reality TV pointed out the contrast. Robin's on-camera support wasn't just emotional, it was performative solidarity. But Kody's rejection? It wasn't scripted. It was painfully real. And it exposed the family's deepest rift yet. For many women watching at home, the lesson was clear. Robin may have tried to heal wounds, but one parent's support can't undo another parent's rejection. And that's when the backlash hit its peak. Across Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, fans unleashed anger. Some vowed never to forgive Kody. Others accused the show of whitewashing his behavior. One viral post read, "Robin showed love. Kody showed the truth." In the end, Leon's coming out episode wasn't just about personal courage. It became a cultural mirror, forcing fans to ask, what does true parental support look like? And can a father ever repair bonds once broken so deeply? As the sister-wives saga continues, Leon's truth and Robin's embrace stand as a rare bright light. But Kody's rejection casts a shadow that lingers. Was this the moment that revealed the Browns' fractures beyond repair? The story isn't over, and neither is the debate. What did you think of Kody's reaction? Do you believe Robin's support was genuine or just damage control? Tell us in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into Sister Wives' most shocking moments, smash that like button and turn on notifications, because the truth behind reality TV families is just getting started. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. Special Forces was supposed to be Kody's redemption. A chance to prove his toughness. To show America that he could thrive under pressure. But instead, his so-called leadership became his downfall. In a rare interview, Kody admitted it. "My big mouth caused conflict with the cast." What he called honesty, others called arrogance. Contestants whispered that he gave orders, not respect. The man who couldn't keep his wives happy now couldn't keep teammates on his side. And just like at home, his words built walls instead of bridges. To fans, the irony was painful. Kody could bark at strangers on Special Forces, but when it came to supporting his own child, he stayed quiet. When Leon Brown came out as transgender, it was a moment of bravery. Cameras captured Robyn's warmth hugging Leon, urging others to process the news with compassion. For many viewers, Robyn shined in her humanity. But the silence from Kody spoke louder. Fans scoured the footage. No reassurance. No visible pride. Just distance. For Leon and for millions of viewers, the absence hurt more than any harsh words. Was this rejection part of a bigger pattern? Or the final crack in a long fractured family? Legal analysts point out, TLC edits carefully to avoid liability. But fans know authenticity when they see it. And what they saw was a father emotionally absent from one of the most pivotal moments of his child's life. In family after family meeting, the story repeats when his loved ones need him. Kody talks or doesn't in ways that deepen the divide. This is not about one reality show moment. It's about a history of fractures. Christine left, citing his favoritism. Janelle grew distant, calling him authoritarian. Meri admitted years of neglect. Now, Leon's bravery highlights the same truth fans have long suspected. Kody's inability to listen has cost him nearly everyone. And for women watching across America, the lesson is chilling. What happens when a father confuses control with love? The twist is this. Kody admits fault when surrounded by strangers on special forces, but not with his own children. Fans can forgive a big mouth in a game show, but they can't forgive silence in a moment of truth. One viral fan wrote, "Robyn showed love. Kody showed the truth." Another, "Special Forces saw what the sister wives saw, he can't stop himself." This wasn't just a television episode. It was a cultural mirror. Reality TV experts argue Robyn's empathy was real, but also calculated. The show wanted balance. Yet, no edit could hide Kody's rejection. And fans, especially mothers and daughters watching at home, felt the sting. In the end, Leon's courage and Robyn's compassion gave viewers hope. But Kody's silence left scars. And so the Brown family becomes more than reality TV, it becomes a cautionary tale about ego, love, and the words we choose or fail to say. Before Leon's announcement, the Brown family's journey had already shown cracks. From the early days in Utah to the big move to Las Vegas, fans saw how each child's voice was often overshadowed by Kody's need for control. Leon grew up navigating not just a plural family, but a father who demanded loyalty above individuality. This moment of coming out wasn't just about identity, it was the result of years of struggling to be seen. And it wasn't the first time a child questioned whether their father truly listened. Experts say, when parents react poorly to a child's truth, it's often about fear and ego, not love. Psychologists note that some fathers equate control with protection. But when control is challenged by independence, by honesty, or by coming out, the reaction can feel like rejection. For many viewers, this wasn't just Kody's story. It was a mirror of their own families. In fact, surveys showed that nearly 40% of LGBTQ+ youth report strained relationships with parents after coming out. Leon's story is tragically common. On Reddit, one fan wrote, "Robyn was the only parent who showed up that day. The rest were ghosts." Another comment read, "Kody can talk for hours on special forces, but can't say one sentence to his own child. Unforgivable." On Facebook, mothers shared their own stories of children coming out, some with pride, some with regret. This wasn't just an episode. It was a conversation starter in living rooms across America. And YouTube exploded with reaction videos, many saying the same thing. Robyn hugged. Kody shrugged. The same patterns fans saw with Leon echoed in Christine's divorce. When Christine begged for emotional presence, Kody gave lectures. When Janelle asked for partnership, he gave ultimatums. And now, when Leon asked for acceptance, he gave silence. Different wives. Different kids. The same response. Was Special Forces just a stage to rehearse the same arrogance he lived at home? So what happens next? Will Leon keep their distance permanently, or will time soften the wounds? Can Robyn act as a bridge, or will her loyalty to Kody eventually cost her credibility with the children? And will Kody, facing public backlash, attempt a redemption arc, or is his image beyond repair? Reality TV critics argue that TLC will continue to showcase Leon's bravery as a contrast to Kody's silence. It's good television, but it's also real life. The wounds, the distance, the lost trust, they don't heal in one season. And for fans, the unanswered question lingers. Will Kody ever learn, or will his legacy be defined by the voices he failed to hear? If you were in Leon's place, would you forgive a father who stayed silent? And if you were Robyn, would you keep defending a man who keeps pushing his children away? These are questions families everywhere wrestle with. And that's why this story matters beyond reality TV. So what do you think? Was Robyn the ally Leon needed, or was her support just a band-aid on Kody's rejection? Was Kody's Special Forces confession honesty or strategy? Tell us your thoughts below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into sister wives' most shocking moments. And click here for our next investigation, Christine versus Kody, the divorce that changed everything.